Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and I'm being joined by my favorite puppet over there, and that is Flex. What's up, big fella?
I don't know, I was trying to think about like a noise a puppet made, but I fell flat.
Yeah, I guess they don't really make any noise. They just move their mouth, which is what you were doing.
I'm a puppet. No.
Very old-timey puppet. I'm a puppet, see?
Puppet is a puppet, see?
Makes a lot of sense.
Get your hand out of my ass, you see?
That's not what you said last. Wait, nothing.
Yeah, not a puppet show, sorry.
Not a hand up the butt show either. All right, if you're still there, thanks for drinking and joining and all that good stuff. Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at FlexMeBeer _ in between. 805-53-BEER is the number to call. Lots to get to today. I'm very, very excited. I have some beer research to talk about. I am fresh off of a trip. I also did an interview. I'll talk about that shortly. Some booze news, so much more. We're both excited for our beers. I know that.
I am actually very excited.
Yeah. Do you want to kick things off with a
oh my gosh.
beer action?
I would be honored.
I'm excited to hear about your beer. So let's do this the right way.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
I'm really glad you actually had me start off because I don't know if I have any beer left to drink by the time it was for my review.
That's part of why I did it, yeah.
Yeah, so I did a quick little panic shop today, and I went to my local shop, and first thing I saw on the shelf that was screaming my name, because I was looking for a sour. I was kind of getting sick of IPAs lately. And I saw this Evil Twin Brewing. It says New York City. Hopefully, I don't know if it is. Sometimes they come out of Connecticut here. Yeah, like this one is brewed Connecticut. But it's called, Evil Twin Brewing, New York City. Whatever. Well, this canner, I'm going to show you. It's got pineapples, and it's got dragon fruits and passion fruit and marshmallows and cherries. And it's called How to Train Your Marshmallow, Passion Fruit, and So Many Other Fruits, Berries, and Grapes. All right. So looking for a sour, this immediately spoke to me. Clocks in at 5.1% ABV. Only 437 check-ins on Untapped, but quite a high 421. And it reads exactly what I just read to you, except that on here it says it contains milk sugar. And, oh, no, look at that. See, it's right there. Marshmallow, dragon fruit, passion fruit, key lime, sour cherry, pineapple, white grape, Concord grape, and milk sugar. So tons of shit in here. I was...
Kitchen sink.
Right. I was a little bit thrown off by that because, you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
And the color on this guy is wonderful. It's
gorgeous.
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of like more that yellowy juice color, but it is like a deep red, almost like it's not even like a maroon it's almost like a foggy red wine.
There you go.
That's what it reminds me of, a foggy red wine. So on the old nose buds here, we'll dive right in. Sour, maybe picking up some of that cherry and that lime.
Nice.
Which is never a bad combo, that cherry limeade. After warming up the old tongue jobber here, we're going to dive right in here as if I haven't already.
It's totally the first time.
This is just wonderful. It's light, super duper low carbonation on this. And imagine opening a bag of Skittles, pouring some into your hand, and then you just chew it all at once, and you get everything. That's exactly what this tastes like. I would probably give this like a 5 out of 5 on Untapped.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck around with this. Not one bit.
Wow. Is that the first 5 out of 5 we've thrown out there?
Maybe that I'm casually throwing it out there, which is kind of bizarre.
Yeah, that's true.
But the other cool thing about this is with those grapes it said it had, like the Concord and the, what the fuck other ones? The white grape.
Yeah.
You get that dryness at the back end, and it's delectable. It's like a fruited sour with marshmallow, and then you get a little bit of like that wininess to it at the end. This is phenomenal. I'm So then here's the other thing about this. So the big selling point we've been doing on the show lately is single cans, right?
Right. Don't dive balls deep if you don't know if you like it yet, that kind of thing.
Well, Daddy dove balls deep today.
Daddy.
And Daddy is not unhappy.
Thank God.
Yes, I'm super psyched. $16.99 for this 4-pack.
Jesus, that's cheap.
Yeah, I know. You always say that. And I really didn't hesitate even seeing the price. You know how I am.
Right.
But with Evil Twin, I've had just about everything I've had from them has been wonderful. So there's somebody who I can trust and I can, put my beliefs in and my faith in, and they're not going to steer me wrong.
I've heard they're a little more, we'll say, trustworthy when it's when it comes out of New York. Have you found that to be true?
I don't know, because it seems like everything that I get, and I don't know if this is just on their labeling, but it says brewed by Evil Twin Brewing, North Haven, Connecticut, distributed by 12%. But the title of the brewery on the can, it says Evil Twin New York City right there.
Sure.
So I don't know if that's just like the brewing company name, Evil Twin Brewing New York City.
Could be.
Or what, but
somebody smarter than us, let us know.
Yeah, what is the difference?
Yeah, the reason it got brought up with me was I had a couple that were just fine, and big surprise, they came from Tavor, and somebody told me that the New York stuff is like, the real brewery in quotes, and the not New York stuff is kind of like the B team basically, and that's what always goes to Tavor. Now, this was multiple years ago. Things could have changed. This person could have just been pulling this out of their ass. Who knows?
I wonder if maybe the Connecticut stuff via laws is just easier to distribute.
Could be, yeah.
Because I've heard New York is kind of a mess to deal with, bringing in and sending out.
Yeah, maybe they just set up shop elsewhere for distribution rights.
Right. So they're brewing the same thing. They're just doing it there to send out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Not us.
If anybody knows, let us know.
Damn
knows goes. Anyways. Good. We haven't hung out in a while. Do you need any research or anything?
I went down to Nashville for a day.
Oh, that's right. Daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, daughter.
Hey, she appreciates that. I'll let her know. It was a fucking day, man. Like, I would not. How you travel for work? You do like some day trips?
Sure.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it really is.
It is absolutely terrible and exhausting.
Yes.
I was getting over a little bit of a lingus.
Oh, okay.
Wake up at 2:40.
Oh, fuck me. Why go to bed?
To shower. Get to the airport about 4:00 for the 5:00 flight.
Ooh.
Land in Nashville about 6:30. And it was, we get to the hotel right away, which was nice. And they had a breakfast buffet, which was phenomenal. We stayed at one of the Gaylord resorts. Have you ever heard of these or seen these?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, they're fantastic. There's, I believe, four of them in the country. There's one in Colorado, I think the Denver area, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
there's one in Nashville, there's one in Kissimmee, Florida, and there's one in DC. And they are like these extravagant resorts where there's like 3 parts of each resort. Each part has their own like little village of shops and restaurants, and there's like water and rivers and waterfalls all throughout, and conservatories and a connected water. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Never heard of it. That's crazy.
Oh, you look it up, check it out. Wonderful. So they had a breakfast buffet, which was probably the best breakfast buffet I've ever had in my life. I mean, we're talking donuts, we're talking bagels, we're talking like different pastries, we're talking omelet station, pancake station, we're talking eggs Benedict at the helm. Like, you just take as many eggs Benedict as you want to take. And all the food tasted wonderful too. Did a little bit of shopping, stopped at the Bavarian Beer House for lunch, which was nice. It wasn't even my idea because I really don't like, you know me, I'm not selfish. I don't like to steal the show.
Right.
It's not my day. But when my wife and my mother-in-law are like, oh, hey, let's get like a big pretzel and some shit for lunch. So I decided to get myself a liter of Oktoberfest.
Nice.
Some Paulaner Oktoberfest. $20 for a liter of
Ooh.
Oktoberfest. I thought that was kind of outrageous.
That's a little high, especially Paulaner.
We got the bill. I was not psyched.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Coming from Wisconsin, you're like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, I thought Nashville was cool, man.
Yeah.
Damn. And then, oh man, had a little bit of nap time because that day was killing me.
Mm.
You know, waking up so early. I don't think I had a beer with dinner. Definitely did not. Had a Mountain Dew. That's what I had.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to.
I haven't had one of those in,
I needed the caffeine. I needed the sugar.
I'm thinking at least 15 years, if not 20.
Daddy was running on E.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Desperation daddy.
To cap off the night, like the main gift of the trip, I guess you would call it, we did a show at the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, cool.
So if you know anything about the Opry, they do like 4 to 5 shows a week. It's always a big deal for people to get invited to play there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a huge country music fan by any means, but live country music fucking like cranks it up like 3 notches.
Oh, I guess it depends on like the type of country, because there's like the real, laid back, I fucked my cousin country. And then there's, like more rocking country.
Really good mix at this show.
Oh, okay. So some cousin fucking and some rocking. I like it.
Yeah. It's like the best of both worlds. But I did get a Bearded Iris home style, which is like everywhere in Tennessee. Bearded Iris, huge brewery out there. And that beer out of the can it's like juice.
Mm.
It's wonderful. It's delicious. And then I caught some, what the hell is it? Is it Music City Brewing Company? It's just called like Music City Light or something like that.
Sure.
It's $14 for 4% beer.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
And I went there and it wasn't great. And I should have just got another home style.
Yep.
But I just wanted to try something else. And they already had a Tennessee Beer Works beer that I've had there before. It was called Hippies and Cowboys and Hippies, I think it's called. Just a classic IPA. I've had it. I probably should have got that too instead.
Right, but you want to try new things. I get it. I do the same thing.
And especially with, some light beers, because what I'm gravitating to more is, not so heavy. And
sure.
That one kind of, it fell flat.
Yeah, that'll happen.
But yeah, got to see somebody's debut at the Opry, which is always a big deal.
Okay.
There was a surprise guest appearance, which doesn't often happen. But Carly Pierce, she's like a big country star.
I'll take your word for it.
Sure. Yeah. And so she got invited out with the last band. And all in all, it was absolutely wonderful. Really, really awesome opportunity and experience. And I suggest anybody who goes to Nashville to try and get tickets to a show.
Nice. Even if you're not a country fan, huh?
Even if you're not a country fan.
All right.
It's the experience.
I don't think there are many genres of music that I could like any less than country.
I don't know, man.
And here's what's funny about that is
there's some really good country out there, and there's some really, really bad country.
But like, I'm a big Eagles fan. And if you really break it down, like Eagles is country rock at its heart. Like most of their shit, especially their older stuff, is real country influence.
I could see that.
Yeah. But give me like straight up country and it's nails on a fucking chalkboard for me.
Nah, they started out with some fun bluegrass, and it was like a lot of instrumental, which I enjoy. Like people really whipping on a fiddle and
any banjos.
Had a banjo there. Yeah, there was.
I don't hate a banjo.
No, a very impressive instrument to get the hang of.
Yeah, it's a weird instrument to get the hang of.
Oh, super weird, especially because you play it with like, is it all 5 fingers?
I don't remember. I'm not that smart.
I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. But we got to see a guy who's in the Country Music Hall of Fame. His name is Jimmy Fortune. He was in the Statler Brothers, and I guess they were around from like 81 to 2002, he said. And he played a couple tunes, and they were good. And then this country gospel guy came on.
Okay.
And as not Jesus-y as I am, after the previous guy, he played like some downer music. We needed a boost, and he sang a lot about Jesus, and that
helped you see the light a little bit.
Yeah, it was very uplifting and cheerful, so that was nice.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so yeah, absolutely wonderful time. Wonderful research, great birthday, exhausted, but totally worth it.
Good. Well, I can relate to the late July birthdays, just like daughter. So we did a similar, well, not a similar excursion. That sounds like a fucking whirlwind. We went to Colorado last week for my birthday, little pre-celebration, a week early. And first of all, I'll run down the research we did. Here's just the breweries that I feel like are worth mentioning. There were some that are not going to be mentioned in this report.
How many did you hit up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is on my good list. Plus, I can think of at least 3 that are on my naughty list.
Wow, what a trip.
Yeah. I mean, it was a week long, so we had some time there. First of all, we flew first class. It's the first time I've ever been in first class.
I was just going to ask. Okay.
And honestly, it wasn't, there's some weird thing where it wasn't that much more on the way there, and on the way back, it was like almost the same price. Like, I don't know what glitch we ran into. And so we're like, fuck it. We've never done this before. Birthday bitches. And so we went first class and drank mimosas the whole time on the way there. It was fantastic.
Can't be too far of a flight.
No, it's about 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Okay.
A little over 2.
Okay.
So, Daddy put down like 5 mimosas in that amount of time.
Daddy
no
will.
problem. So Colorado Springs first, went to Fossil, which we've been to before and we love them. And so we always try to go whenever we're in the Springs. They happened to be doing trivia the night we were there. So we stopped in for some trivia.
Shocker.
Yeah. One of my cousins and her husband came out. We played a little trivia. We did not do as well as with Deb and Brian. I will say that.
Oh, we know who carries that team.
Yes, Deb does. Sorry, Brian. And we also accidentally went into Urban Animal Brewing. We were looking for this beer bar that the wife had found online and was like, oh, it's right over here. We walked in. I was like, this is it? And she goes, yeah. And I said, this is really dark for like a bar. This is very brewery-esque. And we walked down this long hallway. And as we get to the bar, sure enough, there's a brewery. I was like, is this where you fucking meant to take us? And she's like, no, I don't think so. But by then, beer tender had already caught eyes with us. I was like, I can't just walk out now, like deuces, and run out the front door. So we had a flight and really enjoyed it. So it was a pleasant surprise. And
I like that brewery name too.
Yeah, Urban Animal. They have a cool cool logo too. I posted pictures of all these, at least a beer from each of these places on the gram. So go check it out, Craft Beer Republic. It's so good that we had a pint after our flight. Then up to Denver, went to Full Frame Brewing, which is Southern Beer Girls Brewery. She used to work at Jagged Mountain. They closed. Her and her business partner bought the place or leased the place, or whatever it is, and now they've opened Full Frame. Beer's just as good as it ever was before, so that was fun to go check out. Went to Our Mutual Friends Brewing, which we also did an interview with Jan, the head brewer / business partner. Look for that next week. I was very excited. We found out about this place last time we were in Denver. I think it was Davis that told us to go check it out. Really enjoyed it this time. And Jan is he's a beer nerd, but he doesn't come from like the sciencey side of it. So you can have a real conversation with him and not be left confused. It was, and I mean that the best way possible. It was a really fun conversation. So next week, interview with Jan from Our Mutual Friends Brewing.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah. Went across the street to Odell, went down the street from there to Bierstadt, of course, because you can't go to Denver without going to Bierstadt. Then up to Fort Collins. We did the New Belgium tour because everyone says you got to do the tour. So we did the tour.
And how was it?
Well, we even paid. So there's the free tour, which is like, 30 minutes. And then there's the $15 tour, which is 90 minutes. And so we went, balls to the wall. We did the 90-minute tour. And it was sort of how I envision your Budweiser tour.
You got to see the beechwood aging process.
Exactly.
It's pretty incredible. It's like they lager beer. It's crazy.
Mind explosion. So the person doing our tour was clearly not a beer person. I mean, she even said, she's one of the beer tenders there and has definitely just memorized the script. There were some pretty easy questions that she could not pick up on. what was one of them? Oh, we got into the brew house finally, where the mash tun, the boiling kettle, all that stuff is. One of them had a flashing light on it, and somebody goes, "Oh, what's going on with the flashing light?" And she goes, "Oh, I don't know. Must mean they're brewing or something." And he goes, "Well, it's empty inside." And I said, "Hey, I bet you they're about to clean it. The chemicals they use are like, super dangerous and whatnot."
Right.
And he goes, "Oh, interesting." And not 30 seconds later, did it start spraying like, clear liquids everywhere. I was like, look at me. I was right. I've never even been here before.
Boy, oh boy. Somebody get this guy a tour shirt.
I was trying not to be like you, like, so you lager it, huh?
Yeah. 30 days you're telling me it sits in here? No.
The hell you say?
That's crazy.
But also there was some real lack of information flowing, and I was real proud of the wife. She asked a really good question. They were talking about their process for like packaging and all this other, and fermenting and all this stuff. And she goes, "Hey, do you capture your CO2?" And I was going to ask that, and she beat me to it, because I know Sierra Nevada does. And basically, if you don't do it on a big enough volume, it's just not worth the equipment. It's super expensive to do. And she goes, "Yeah, for sure. We totally do that. I'm not sure how much, but I know they're totally capturing it. And they're also trying to find other ways to use it." And I'm like, why the fuck would you find other ways? Like, unless you're capturing so much CO2 that you just don't know what the fuck to do with it, why wouldn't you just use it to carbonate your beer and purge lines and stuff? And at that point, if you have so much, instead of trying to figure out other things to do with it, why wouldn't you like sell it to other breweries or something? I mean, just the answers we were getting were not the best answer.
We're looking at starting a CO2 black market because we capture so much CO2.
It's like, good God, they must capture all the fucking CO2. Like, Jesus.
Oh, man.
So that was fine. I was glad that they had 1554 at the brewery. It's my favorite new Belgian beer. I can never find it outside of Colorado. And it's not a lager, but it basically drinks like a Schwartz beer, like a dark lager.
Okay, like a dark lager, yeah.
And it was the first time I had, in my early beer drinking days, had a dark beer that I was like, this is delicious. So I have a special affinity for it. When she let us pour our first tasters, and everyone was like, "Ooh, you get to pour off the tap," and blah blah blah, like it was a big deal. And 1554 was there, so was just about everything they have at the brewery. And everyone's getting like Juice Force, and that was like one or two fat tires, and I walk up and I pour the 1554. I start getting looks from people like, "Dark beer on a hot day? Like, what are you doing?" And I'm just like, fucking trust me, idiots.
Oh, man.
Fucking trust me.
I hope somebody poured it after you, too, just from seeing you.
Nobody did.
Shame.
I expected like one person to go, "All right, maybe I'll try it," but nah, they don't know who I am, apparently.
Ain't nothing like a dark lager on a hot day, I tell you that.
Telling you, man. So anyways, that was cool. We went to Hello Brew Co., also in Fort Collins, and really, really good beer. Had some hazies, had basically had like half their menu, and really enjoyed what they have. It's a cool little spot. It's an old house that's just been converted into a brewery. And
like a big house or like a regular size
like
house?
A regular size old house. And like you can sit on the porch. There's benches on the porch. There's like seats in the yard and stuff. And it's just like hanging out at a house when you're outside. Inside, they've obviously taken down all the walls, and it's a brewery, but it's cool. We're just sitting on the porch drinking beer.
What a cool idea.
Yeah. So that was fun. There was one other that I didn't write down, and I believe it was called like Jessup Farms, and it's this whole area where they've turned an old farm into like a shopping, like strip mall, but it's old farm buildings. Some of them are not old. Some of them have been like made to look like the old farm buildings, but like the brewery itself is in this 100-plus-year-old barn, and the restaurant was in like the old farmhouse, and it was really cool. The beer was not the best, but not the worst. It was real middle of the road. We played trivia there again. We were down. We did really bad there.
Can you ever say no to trivia?
You know what? That was the wife's idea. She goes, "Hey, we should go to this place when we get up there. They have trivia Thursday nights." And I was like, all right. What else are we going to do? So we did it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Good times. A lot of good drinks. Found this really cool whiskey bar that had like, 200 something whiskeys. We had some cocktails. That's where one of the bartenders looked very much like Hank from Barry.
NoHo Hank.
NoHo Hank. He was walking. He was not our bartender. He's at the other end of the bar, and I didn't really realize him because it's a very long bar. The wife says like, "Oh, something about him down there." I was like, "Oh, I didn't even see him down there." I said, "That's fucking Hank." And she goes, what? I was like, Hank and Cristobal, 50-50.
50-50, Hank and Cristobal?
Yeah. So she starts laughing.
50-50.
So then I'm trying to sneakily take a picture of him. Like, oh, I'm taking a picture of my drink. Definitely not the super white bald guy walking around.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Which, for the record, everybody, he did send me that picture today.
Yeah, I forgot. We did a lot of drinking that night. It was our last night before we left town, and we strapped one on that night. So, whew. But yeah, good time. So the main reason we went is for my birthday / concert at Red Rocks. It was announced.
That was like the culmination of the trip, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that was middle of the week. It was weird. It was on a Wednesday, which was weird, but whatever. It's, we were off the whole week, so who cares? It was one of my favorite, I guess, bands, you would say. It's Andrew McMahon.
Performer, yeah.
Yeah, he's performed with currently his own band, Andrew McMahon, The Wilderness. Band before that was Jack's Mannequin. His first band was Something Corporate. And they did all 3 bands at Red Rocks. So it was sort of a bucket list concert at a bucket list venue. And it was fucking incredible. I can't, my words cannot describe how incredible the show was and the scenery. And there was lightning going on in the background behind the stage. And, California, we don't see lightning. We don't see weather in Southern California.
So you don't even see lightning?
I mean, I've seen it before, but it's not something we regularly get. Like, if I see lightning once a year here, that's a lot.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, we rarely get lightning with our rain. Okay. So fucking amazing. If you guys haven't gone to Red Rocks, I couldn't recommend it anymore. It was so cool. We took the shuttle out there. Driver was super cool. Let us drink on the shuttle. we were hammering Celsius on the way.
Nice.
Only had to buy 2 once we got there because we'd started a little early. So
that's how you do it, man.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. And then finally, we went to a Rockies game while we were in Denver too.
Why would you do that?
First of all, love the stadium. It's right down. First of all, it's a cool stadium. It's also right downtown. You can walk from just about anywhere you're staying, which we did. We did like happy hour first and then walked over to the stadium.
Cool.
And I wanted to witness history. And by history, I mean, worst team in the fucking history of baseball.
In the history. Just terrible.
I'll tell you what, I was super disappointed because like 3rd inning, maybe even 4th inning is over, and the Rockies are up by like 3 runs. And I'm like, God damn it, they're going to win tonight. And I came here to see the losingest team lose.
Yeah, they have something like 26 wins on the year.
Something. And by like the 5th inning, somebody said, hold my Coors, and just kicked it into underdrive. And the Cardinals came back and just ripped them apart. It was
underdrive.
it couldn't have been any more Rockies than that. So it was perfect. The perfect ending to the game. People were angry. We were cracking up. I tell you what, more than half the stadium was Cardinals fans. They apparently travel very well.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. I told my stepdad about it. He goes, oh yeah, Cardinals fans travel for everything. I'm like, do they not have jobs?
And I live in Milwaukee. I feel like Cardinals, Brewers games aren't even that bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, good time. Great trip. I'm sorry for going on forever and ever about it, but really, really fun trip.
Well, it's funny you say that about Cardinals fans because last year they were so bad they were trying to get people to come into their stadium by selling dollar tickets. That's how poorly they were playing out of the traditional style of the Cardinals baseball organization.
Well, if you are a Cardinals fan, what better time to go than to the Rockies game because they're going to win.
Well played, sir.
Yeah. Though the Rockies did win the next night. So suck it, Cardinals.
Bastards.
But good times. Love that stadium. All right. Whew. Back to beer stuff, I guess.
We do that?
Every now and then.
Okay.
Every now and then. You know what? Before we move on to some booze news, I'm gonna share what I'm drinking over here.
Please do.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer.
Well, I brought back fresh from my trip Coors Light.
You almost had me.
Could you imagine how many emails we get?
That'd be fun.
I got to admit, I didn't bring back any beer. I was doing too much moving around. The logistics for it, which I wasn't feeling it. And the beer that I liked the most was never in cans. So I thought, nah, fuck it.
That's the worst.
Yeah, it really was. But coming through in a clutch, Not Murderer John hit me up and was like, hey, right after we got back, he's like, hey, I'm going to be coming through your town. Can I bring you a beer? Can you bring me a beer?
I would say no.
Yeah. I said, well, bear shit in the woods. So we met up at Pedals and Pints, where he graciously bought me a beer at Pedals. Thank you very much. And then handed me this, I'm going to fuck this up, St. Adarius Rustic Ales. It's in a fancy bottle.
Very fancy. I can see it.
Yeah. I had to use like a bottle opener and everything. I haven't done that in years. It's called Portraits, and it's the Carignan version. Carignan?
Sure.
Apparently it's a type of grape. Anyways, 8.7%, has a 4.32 on Untapped with 97 ratings. On the bottle it says an oak-aged mixed fermentation saison co-fermented with Carignan grapes from the Montague Vineyard in the, stay with me here, Macaloom Valley?
Damn, my heart's beating on my chest.
Jesus. Anyways, a fancy beer with fancy grapes that was wild fermented. I bet
somewhere
it was
fancy.
Yeah, somewhere fancy. I have a feeling it was made in a Foeder.
It's a Farger.
Exactly.
It's a big wooden barrel.
That's what they told us on the New Belgium tour. They're like, basically it means big ass barrel. I was like, okay. All right. Schnoz, this is going to be the most uneducated nosebud description yet, but it's got that sour smell to it.
I love that. I know what you're talking about, though. And if you're a casual beer drinker, you know the same goddamn smell.
People, please let me know that you know what I'm talking about. I get a hint of grape on there, but it just has that real sour.
It smells
fermented
sour.
smell.
Yeah, it's real.
Thank you for getting me and completing me.
That's what mine smelled like, too. It smelled like sour, but you could get a little of the cherry and the lime. But yeah, sour.
Yeah. On ye old tongue jobber.
Fancy tongue jobber you got there.
Whew. This daddy is torqued. It is a legit sour.
Love
very
it.
wildly fermented. First of all, 8.7. Where? This thing is fucking dangerous.
You get any of that oak from the Foeder?
I do feel like I'm getting a little bit of wood in that, a little wood in my mouth, if you will.
Yeah, you are.
Lots of tartness, a little bit of grape. Like it's not so much wine flavored kind of grape, like a little bit of grape juice, I would say. Not a ton, just a little. Really sour. My wife is a bigger sour fan than I am. Like the more sour it is, the fucking better. If it's the warhead of beers, she is a happy camper. But not like the fruited, kind of like yours. She's not so much into that as much as she likes the wild fermented like
wild
this
fermented.
one.
Right.
So I poured her a little bit too before I started the show, and I just handed it to her. So what do you think? And as I'm walking upstairs, she tries it, and she's like, "Ooh, I like this."
Was it like an herbal essence commercial?
A little bit, yeah.
Honey, what are you doing? Oh, I just drank this beer.
Washing my hair. What do you mean? So this is really good. Thank you to Not Murderer John. This comes out. I've never heard of this place. It comes out of, it says on the bottle, Capitola, California, which is near Santa Cruz. I've never heard of this.
Capitola of rock and roll, baby.
You just made the list. If I'm ever up in that area again, I will be grabbing some of this. Thank you to Not Murderer John.
Well, and so we were talking about this on air or off air before the show. You said Not Murderer John brought you this beer, and I said it's got to be good because he does not fuck around with beer.
That's true. He ain't nothing to fuck with.
Like he should. I guarantee he knows that.
He must. I mean, how does he not? Everything he's brought has been great.
Right. Either that or he's just setting you up for the world's most
right. He's going to drop it on me.
Oh,
isn't he?
man. One day you're just going to be like, oh, this guy's the best. He's not going to murder me. Boom. Murdered
and shitty beer.
Yep.
It was funny. I told Deb about the beer and she said, I just love that you still call him Not Murderer John. And I said, well, I figured the more times I say it, the more accurate it becomes.
Yeah.
Just holding out hope it stays true.
Just waiting for him to get the driver's license that says Non-Murderer John. Just totally change his name.
That would be great. Make it legal. Come on.
It's bizarre that you could actually legally change your name to Non-Murderer John.
I think you could. I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's the crazy part is you could do that.
I believe it was Adam Carolla who wasn't born, or his parents didn't give him a middle name when he was born. And so when he was filling out his stuff for like getting his driver's license, as a kid, he jokingly put Lakers as his middle name.
Okay.
And it stuck. It's on his ID. It's Adam Lakers Corolla.
Come on.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something funnier like Toyota.
That would make more sense.
Yeah. That's where I thought you were going with that.
Yeah. Well.
So his middle name is actually Lakers?
I guess technically on his driver's license it is.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't
Either
know.
that or it's falsifying identification.
Oh, there could be that. No one said he was a genius.
Definitely not.
No. Very, very much not. Before I move on to news, top listening city of last week, because I forgot to do it at the top of the show, Ashburn, Virginia. Luckily not West Virginia.
Okay. Definitely not West Virginia.
Definitely not West.
Tell you what, Virginia is the good Virginia.
Regular Virginia. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Regular Virginia.
Right.
They should just get rid of West Virginia and just call it regular Virginia and just be done with it.
That would make more sense. Really would.
Yeah.
All right. A little booze news. Fontana Jim sent this over and said that if we didn't talk about it on the show, he would boycott the show.
Well, he also gets really angry. So
he's very angry.
Probably a good decision.
Yeah. This is a tweet that I screen grabbed. It doesn't do it justice without a photo, so please look this up or I can post it on the socials. Japanese design firm Kenji Abe has designed a glass beer bottle that you can stick into the sand on the beach. And the shape I would describe as almost a bowling pin, except the bottom isn't flat. It like continues the curve until it, reaches the bottom. So you can stick it in the sand. But it also very much looks like something to be used as a sexual device.
Looking this up now, seeing if I can find it. Oh. Wow. I've heard of silver bullets, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Good luck. Make sure you lube it up first. So tons of tweets about and social posts, whatever, where like this one is, "Hi, ER doctor here. I don't know who needs to hear this, but do not even think about it." Because that's going up someone's keister.
Oh my God. That is wow. God damn it. "Hi, ER doc here. I don't know who needs to hear this, but do not even think about it." Damn it. So it's right there. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
You've been warned.
I don't know why you can't just put a regular bottle of beer in the sand.
Sure. Yeah. You need it to be shaped like a butt plug in order to really get full sand penetration.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Basically.
This glass beer bottle was made to stick in the sand at the beach, right? Right? Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So be careful what you stick where, people.
Oh boy.
Be gentle to your holes. Goose Island.
That glass breaks, by the way. I don't know. Hollow glass, it breaks.
Yes, do be careful. And if it goes from like super cold to super hot, that could cause some issues too.
Yeah. Learn that in chemistry.
Yeah. Yeah. Chemistry, huh?
Yes. Yeah. I did. I swear.
Yeah. I swear. Goose Island has shared their 2025 Bourbon County brand stout lineup. I'm sure everyone's excited.
I'm soups excited.
Yeah. Actually, they've taken a little bit of a step back. Cherry's Jubilee Stout, a chocolate praline stout, a double barrel stout.
I do like pralines.
And a reserve stout that was aged in 2 years in 10-year-old barrels of Parker's Heritage Collection 17th edition rye.
That's super dialing it back.
Yeah, there are no Mountain Dew jizz bombs or Dr. Pepper floaters or anything like that.
They did a barley wine last year that was supposed to be super nuts.
Yeah.
Forgot what that one even had in it, but...
Hey, by the way, if anybody needs a little Bourbon County stout from Goose Island, just head on over to intern Brian's house. He has an entire keg of, I think it's like 2019 or something.
Oh, is that the one he got from the guy that said if it's good, you can pay me $50?
Yeah, I think he said if it's good, $100. If it sucks, don't pay for it or something like that. And
right.
I ultimately think what he did was give him $50 for it because he's a nice guy, but it was no bueno. And the worst part about it, if it were me, I'd be like, I hope this isn't fucking up my kegerator lines.
Oh, I would have never even thought about that.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't just like taste like Bourbon County Stout for the rest of its existence.
It might.
Yeah. So, yeah, we tried it. It was no bueno. Now he's always trying to get me to come over and drink some.
That's
Bourbon County
hilarious.
Stout. Yeah.
You could make like a drinking game out of it.
Oh, no, thanks. We could also just not.
You're no fun.
Yeah, I know. So, anyways. Spanish Marie Brewing out of Miami down in Vanessa's hood. Hi, Vanessa.
What's up, Vanessa?
They are not doing well and looking for help. There's a very long social media post. Nobody wants to hear me read it. But in short, if you want to help out, they're taking donations.
Ouch.
Which is, it's always an interesting one. I'm happy to support you. Donations, though.
Doesn't sound good.
Doesn't sound good. Let's end it on this one. Teacher accused of chugging booze, calling students little shits, and making them dance the Macarena.
I would do that for free.
Right. By the way, not Florida. And teacher, kind of hot.
Interesting.
She can call me whatever she wants and make me dance the Macarena.
Okay. So they promoted her?
Yeah, she's now principal. Alice Ashton from the UK was swigging a water bottle full of orange liquid, which smelled of alcohol, and blaring music from her laptop during the health class, one of her 16-year-old students told a hearing last Tuesday. She also called students little shits and put her middle finger 2 to 3 inches from another teen's face during the out-of-control class at, I don't know what this is, Ysgol Bro Kiernan School in Welshpool, Wales.
That's exactly how you pronounce it.
Fucking got it. The usually reserved and quiet teachers' classes on alcohol and drug awareness were normally boring, a student told the Hearing of Education Workforce Council panel. But before the class, she was spotted swigging from a water bottle that had an alcoholic smell. She was very, very close to us. There was a slight alcoholic smell. She was very, very lively and quite animated and speaking with her hands. Maybe she's just Italian. In other lessons, she was more reserved and quiet, the student said. She asked the class to do the Macarena. She played music and we were not doing work, the student said. What a rat. Narc. Ashton's sloppy behavior came just 4 months after she had been convicted of drunk driving. The water bottle Ashton had in her class was almost empty by the end of class, the student said. Ashton kept jumping up from her desk and was becoming irritated as the class went on, at one point getting right in an unruly teen's face, the student said. Ashton denied that she sung or sworn at students in an internal school review, but multiple witnesses came forward to describe the chaotic scene. She's got some students dancing to the laptop and speakers, and it spiraled out of control, a second teenager said. CCTV footage from the class that day corroborated the student's story, according to the panel. It is totally untenable to suggest the music is being played as background music, presenting officer Lewis Harris said. The evidence is very clear that Miss Ashton did not remain at the front of her class. She invited pupils to dance. Ashton was removed from the teaching registry indefinitely, but may reapply in 2 years. One of my favorite parts is she did not go to her own hearing, but sent in an email that said, I don't care. I don't even live there anymore anyways.
Wow. That's amazing.
She is great.
What I think's crazy is if you chugging liquor at your desk in class, what are you getting so worked up for? Like, if anything, you should just like chill out.
Yeah, I guess it sounds like it was really the dancing that got the students riled up.
Ah, interesting.
I don't know why. They really need to relax a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a Macarena.
Right, it's just a Macarena. It's just a drunk teacher. Look, if I was teaching little shits like that, I would be drunk too.
Wow. Yep. Yeah, okay.
Just sent Flex a picture of said teacher.
Yep. That's nice.
I'll do the fucking Macarena.
I'll do whatever she says.
Yeah, yes,
Good
ma'am.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She did nothing wrong in my eyes.
You're right. Innocent until proven innocenter.
She don't fucking live there anymore. Fuck it.
You're right. Yeah. Fuck you guys. You just don't like to party.
Damn it.
All right. Let's wrap things up before I get in trouble with the hot teacher.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at FlexMeBeer _ in between. Don't forget to call us, leave us a voicemail, 805-53-BEER. That is 2337. Mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. Hey, do not forget, next week, interview with Jan from Our Mutual Friends Brewing. I'm very, very excited to share that with you guys. Really had a lot of fun. I hope when I listen back to it, it's as fun as when I was there doing it. And hopefully as fun for you as well. Anyways, I hope everyone is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.